Hola, chicanos. Let's see here. What are we pulling on now? When you switch up decks, use the toss deck. Ooh, closing out cycles with the world. Dr. Death. Well, hello, Dr. Death. Well. Yes, you're 21, 21, 21. It's your read. This actually is your... Look at this. Once again, 31. You were just on the other side, Dr. Death. That's how I figured out what 31 means. It's when you're on the other side. I'm not going to sing Break On Through to the Other Side by Jim Morrison because I know you despise that song. Found that one out the hard way. Ooh. Okay, let's leave it at closing out cycles. Your specialty, Dr. Death. Nobody does it better. What do we got in the heart of the situation? Oh my goodness. Wow. A big boner. Working hard at getting a boner? Or this is like mastering something. Maybe mastering something. This is something you're very passionate about either way, Dr. Death. I'm considering it has something to do with endings, which is the underlying energy of the read. Just guessing that there, Dr. Death. But I'm pretty sure that's a safe bet. 9, you're investigating something, or somebody is. I doubt anybody's investigating you, Dr. Death. You don't have nothing to worry about anyway. Yeah, spiritual law trumps Chief Wiggum donut in your house all day. Yeah, challenges, heartbreak. Somebody could be heartbroken by this. The Princess of Wands. This is somebody exploring. You'll get good news, Dr. Death. So you're on the right track because you are exploring. The Hermit. This could be you even just getting your cards right by me, Dr. Death, because you're coming to see the Hermit and you're kind of investigating things, right? So the challenge is exploring. You'll get good news, but it's going to lead to heartbreak. But it is going to be good news because you value the truth over feelings. I know that, Dr. Death. You've mastered your feelings. This is somebody going around very passionate. This could be you going around late at night, trolleying around in your death trolley, causing conflict. Because we all know that's one of your favorite ways to create transformation. This adds up to 6. Could be dealing with a Gemini. Well. Good lordy, lordy, have mercy, mercy, mercy. Let's see here. Is that Elvis that just came through? I don't think so. But it could have been close. This is like in the past you were imprisoning those who cheat, lie, and steal. I know that's one of your favorite pastimes, Dr. Death. Like putting bars around them that they have no choice to break those bars. They have to go through a series of transformation. I know this. Yeah, believe me, I had this happen to me. That's how I know. One time, this life cycle, me and Dr. Death were actually at odds, believe it or not. The present moment, this is like the 5 of Cups, loss, lack, and regret. Guys, muchos, muchos, right? More scorpionic energy. This is definitely creates a lot of transformation. Every teardrop is a transformation tear, let's call it. The Knight of Wands, you're very passionate about this, Dr. Death. This also adds up to 7 or 6 Gemini energy. I'm taking it you're dealing with a Gemini here. Gemini did kill the radio star. Maybe that you were going to kill that one and you got a little ticked off. You're like, I was going to kill the radio star. Gemini, oh my goodness. In the future, you could be getting a different perspective of things, Dr. Death, is what Spirit's saying. Or you could be feeling stuck. I highly doubt that. You're never stuck. Or you're like you have to make a sacrifice. That one, it definitely could be. But to you, it's not really a sacrifice. It's just like, it's your job, like picking up roadkill type shit. You know what I mean? It's like, you gonna let that sit there all day or what? Like, no, I got you. You're bringing out cups of love. Or what you see as cups of love. You're receiving. You're not bringing death. You're receiving souls and ferrying them onto the other side. So you're like actually like giving out cups of love there, Dr. Death, is what you're doing. A lot of people don't see it that way though. They're too much into 3D, right? They don't see the big picture. Hopes and fears is you're planning for your future, is your wish fulfillment, and you're highly, highly skilled. I can vouch for you on this one, Dr. Death. Wow, this adds up to 12, Piscean energy. So you are getting a different perspective. You're ahead of the game because it says you're going to be getting a different perspective in the future. But just as doing this reading, your brain works so quick. It's like, okay, I'm already in the future because you have mastered time and space there, Dr. Death. See here, and the lens you've been looking through. Oh, yeah, you're being highly perceptive and you're cutting things out. There's nobody better at endings besides you, Dr. Death. But the next runner-up is probably the Queen of Swords. Yeah, she's like Ender #1. I can relate to the Queen of Swords very, very good. That's why we're a lot on the same page. You jump into the Queen of Swords energy quite a bit too, Dr. Death. In the environment is... You're waiting for someone to get forward movement, gain control. Okay, so you're waiting. So you're waiting on somebody else. This adds up to 10. Yet again, another completion, Dr. Death. Wow, fated event. This could be a private cancer in your environment that maybe is coming to an ending, or maybe their forward movement is coming to an ending, I would say, because in the past you crippled them with imprisonment, and presently you got them in loss, lack, and regret. Eyes muchos wet. But you have not hit your achievement yet. Another ending, Dr. Death. Wow, celebrating in high standing and protected at an fated event. This also adds up to 10, another completion. You really are like, that's like a hat trick at least in this game. This isn't even this is like the last period, but 3... Yeah, you're bringing a couple of, though. You're bringing like a beautiful regrowth after this ending is what that is. Give me one on that. Yeah, this is like for somebody who's going to go into like a Queen of like Wands type energy. Easy on the eyes, outside the box thinker. Cut their own path, not a follower. Don't follow all the lemmings off the cliff type person, or the sheeple off the cliff, whatever you want to call them. The shit puppets is what I call them. Because you're highly intuitive there, Dr. Death. This adds up to 2, the High Priestess. You're highly intuitive, I would say even intuitive. Definitely, Dr. Death. Bottom of the deck, we got closing out cycles. It's like a record that just keeps playing over and over with you, Dr. Death. Let's see here, yes, but you're thinking practically about this. You're the Queen of Pentacles. We all know that you're the Empress of the underworld, but this is like, you're thinking practically about this. Yeah, so what are you saying? So I killed more people than COVID in one day, and what are you gonna say? What are you gonna say? You can't say nothing because you got a license to do so, Dr. Death. You see? Well, This is the Queen of Pentacles. This is like, be careful you're not too prideful. This is Capricorn energy is what I'm getting off of this stuff. I know that you mastered your feelings like more than any of us probably ever have, so I'm not too worried about that. Let's use this deck right here and clarify some of this for you, good doctor. Since the good doctor is in my office. Let's see here. Yeah, Queen of Swords energy. You're in Queen of Swords energy. The heads are rolling. This is justice. It adds up to justice. This is like whatever currency you deal in, Dr. Death. Souls, you're going to harvest money. Let's see here. Prudence. Okay, working hard at your craft, not just taking anything, because you know you're a pro. Leaving people muchos broken de dinero. That adds up to 5, 6, 7. Forward movement, gain control of your environment. For you, that's like, you go around like you're like the bumblebee that buzzes to every flower, and you kick your little legs in there, and you're like, and you pollinate everyone. And once you're done, and you left one with loss, lack, and sorrow here, you just kick your dusty little legs off, and you're like, off to the next flower, happy as a happy little bee of death. Beautiful. Then in the challenge is to muchos sorrow, 3 of Swords, and explore, and you'll get good news, okay? So maybe it's out of all this pain and suffering, there's going to be some good news. But I doubt it, because we got loss, lack, and regret. Eyes muchos wet. You are the Empress of the underworld and whatever. Sometimes your job brings a lot of fucking wet eyes, right? But people have to get over that shit, because we're all going to have our day in the sun. Subconsciously, you're bringing, you could be bringing like conflict subconsciously to people. This is you, Dr. Death, late at night, out there, zooming down the streets, causing conflict. Like, wee, look at me. Yes, because it creates lots of transformation for the better. You have a license to do what you want to do. Let's see here, 6, this could be a Gemini, or this could be just a contract you're dealing with. You're highly intuitive, or this could be somebody highly intuitive you're dealing with, which is, I would think, would be the pick of the crop, because you have to free like the ones who who can help you by freeing themselves, because they have to make the decision, right? And the high priestess usually is pretty easy at making those decisions, because they go with their inner nudges, right? This adds up to 8 again, strength. And then we got the 8 of Swords in the past, imprisonment, imprisoning people. You get paid to prison people, though, Dr. Death, and help plan their futures if they're going down the wrong path. If you're given the go-ahead, I guess. I don't know how that works, Dr. Death, but that's going to bring, in the tower you brought a major tower, more scorpionic energy. This is Scorpio all over this. Adds up 2 and 6 and 8 add up to 16. Another tower you brought in the past, imprisoning you. But you were getting, like I say, the Most High is your boss. You eat off of his table. So, presently, loss, lack, and regret. 5 of Cups, eyes, muchos, wet. But dear, you're passionate about this. You're off like galloping through the wind, like just probably whistling while you're doing this. I know they say it's a superstition in Canada anyway to not whistle at nighttime. But yeah, it's like you do that shit all the time and you love it. Spirit says that's the truth. Wow, that adds up to 7. Getting forward movement, gaining control of your environment. Like I said, the death bee has pollinated the flower. Now you kick your black legs out of there and you zoom on to the next one. Wow. In the future, you're going to be getting a different perspective of things, Dr. Death. Let's see here. Yeah, so you're going to walk away from what no longer serves you. This adds up to divine judgment. After you divinely judge somebody, I'm taking this adds up to 20. And then you got waiting. You're just waiting to do this right now. You already know this is your mission. Knight of Cups, the way you're influencing things is you're going out bringing cups of love, of transformation to emperors. An emperor, this is like somebody who belongs to an institution, because with it on top of that adds up to 5. Could be a Hierophant. Hierophants and high priestesses seem to be in high order on your path there, Dr. Death. So maybe you're awakening some people who have gifts, and they're being awakened out of their slumbers. Because you need a tower or a transformation, I find. That's how I was woken up, and that's how most people I know that are woken up too, is by tower. Some kind of tower hit that triggered their awakening. If you read the front part of this channel, you'll see it goes along with my channel perfectly. 9 of Cups is wish fulfillment, is to bring change. Yes, planning for future, and you're highly skilled at it, Dr. Death. Like I said, nobody does it better. You're getting you help people get different perspectives, because it adds up to the Hangman, getting a different perspective. Like Odin, who cut his eye out and hung for 3 days upside down to be enlightened. 6 of Cups, this is like somebody from your past. You may know this person from past. I think you know most people, Dr. Death, because like I say, you ferried them on at least one time. 4 of Pentacles is you're holding on to a lot, though. We're not exposing your secrets unless the Most High says they're okay to expose. So this adds up to yet another completion. 10. Wow. That's more than a hat trick. You're like almost on your second hat trick here, Dr. Death. What do we got? The lens you're looking through is you're cutting the shrubberies. That's the Queen of Swords. You're calling down divine judgment with the Hermit over a betrayal of some kind. This adds up to 30, a betrayal. Some kind of betrayal. Wow. This adds up to 19, 30, yeah. 30 pieces of silver line the rat's pocket as he sold out the King of Kings. We've got, in the environment, we've got someone's gained forward movement, gain control of their environment and victory. Or waiting to. You're waiting to. Like I say, it says you're waiting there too. It lines up perfectly with the top row. Let's get one on this, in the environment. Yeah, you're learning something right now, or somebody's about to learn something. It could be, I'm thinking, it's going to be justice, because the scales are being balanced. It adds up to 11. In the outcome, we've got somebody in high standing at a party. Might be the strength. Somebody knows when to hold back, though. So this adds up to 11. This adds up to 21. You're completing somebody's cycle. Who's a leader, a Leo, I'm thinking. You're completing a Leo cycle. This is probably before bedtime. This is quite a lot of cycles closed here. But because you're the High Priestess, you know your plan before it even is hatched. And King of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. Yeah, you're the Queen of Cups, but you're thinking monetarily right now. Maybe you have a quota to fill. This adds up to 4. You're the Emperor. But you're thinking practically like the Queen of Discs here. Let's get one on the Queen of Discs. Yeah, this is going to get you... Oh, you gave a Queen of Discs a public defeat. Yeah. The 6 of Wands reversed is a Queen... This isn't you. This is you closing out someone's cycle. Not only did you close out someone's cycle at the bottom of the deck, could be a Capricorn, but you did it by serving them a public defeat. They got a public defeat and were somehow, expired during this. This adds up to 28, getting over addictions. Well, that's one way to get over addictions, really, is if you're dead, you can't really do any drugs, right? I'm just saying, Holy Spirit, what do you got to say? What do you got to say to Dr. Death? What should she be aware of? Okay, Spirit's saying you've done great achievements completing cycles, so whatever. That's your boss giving you basically a nod. It's like, you're doing a great job. 14, you're working with Archangel Michael and taking it adds up to temperance. So Holy Spirit, what would you like to tell Dr. Death? What should they be aware of? Somebody who's failing at business is bringing a tower. Their wish fulfillment is to bring towers. That could be me they're talking about. Dr. Death. Have a good one.